If you show up and you positively influence other people that you work with, you're a leader. If you have personal impact that's positive on a daily basis, you are a leader. And if you inspire others to greatness, then you're a leader. Hi, my name is Steve Gutzler. I'm the president of Leadership Quest. And really what I love to do is inspire greatness in individuals and organizations. The guy took off in a private plane with his buddy. They were going to take a scenic route around Seattle. It was a beautiful day like this, about a 30-minute flight. He'd never been in a private airplane before. They got up to cruising altitude, and his friend, who was a pilot, had a massive heart attack and died. And Lee didn't know what to do, but that plane was bobbing around. He finally took this guy off the control panel, climbed in the seat, and did what you would do, did what I would do. He grabbed that microphone and said, "Help! Somebody help me. My name is Lee Capps. My friend just died. I'm up here. I don't know how to fly a plane." And he heard a very calming, reassuring voice over the intercom and said, "Lee, there's some good fortune in this. Not only am I an air traffic controller, but I'm a flight instructor. Would you be open to a couple flying lessons?" He said, "Yes, I'll take whatever you can give me." He goes, "Lee, listen, I'm not going to give you a lot of information. I'm going to give you the core essentials of how to land a plane. And Lee, you can do it." As Lee Capps came in, it was not a graceful landing. He came in like a drunk duck. It was all over the place. He landed that plane, walked away safely, and later when the media approached him and said, "What do you attribute the success of your landing?" He said 2 things. Number 1, I had a good flight instructor. God bless that man. He didn't give me too much information. But number 2, I had the willingness to take the controls. A willingness to take the controls. I love what I do. Communicating to me is an opportunity not just to present, but to literally change lives and to lift people and to inspire them to accomplish things they never dreamed was possible. Go with me in your mind to September 11th, the World Trade Center. 6 men are going to get on that elevator. 5 of them are, quote, titled leaders from the financial district. One of the guys is a working class guy. He's a window washer. He's got a bucket and a squeegee. He's going to do some interior window washing. And that elevator goes up to about the 50th floor, and the first plane hits the World Trade Center with such force that the building rocks and vibrates, and then there's pitch black darkness, and no one in that elevator knows what to do. And the guys in the suits just collapse and freeze. And it was the window washer, the working class guy, that started thinking of a solution. That's what innovation is. And then he started thinking, maybe the one thing we could do is we could take this squeegee and put it in the door jamb, and if I can get you guys off the floor, we can get our hands together, we can work together, maybe open up this door. And that's exactly what they did. And they opened up the door, not to an empty hallway, but a big number 50. This was an express elevator. It didn't stop at the lower floors. It was just a wall. And yet it was the working class guy, the window washer, that felt that wall and realized it wasn't concrete, it was drywall, and we can take that same squeegee and maybe carve out a 2-foot square. And that's exactly what they did. They worked together, and they punched through not 1 layer, but 3 layers of drywall, and came out under the sink of the men's restroom, to the amazement of the firefighters, who thought they'd cleared everybody out of that floor. And it was the window washer who urged them, let's run down the steps, not walk. And when they got to the bottom of the floors, he urged them to run away from the building. And 3 minutes after they were running away from the building, that first World Trade Center collapsed right behind them. Personal leaders today need a fresh new vision. And vision is a picture of the future which creates passion in the present. I don't recommend lots of books when I speak, but I do recommend this one. It's been out several years, almost a decade. It's called It's Your Ship. It's Your Ship. Captain Abershoff, when he was commissioned as a captain in the Navy, he was commissioned to the worst performing ship in all of the Navy. No one wanted to be on that ship. No one wanted to captain that ship. It had a horrible reputation. And the first 60 days, you know what he determined to do? He wanted to learn everyone's name and something about them. The second thing is he would say this, hey, I want to remind you, this is your ship. And if we could make one improvement, what is the one improvement that you would make? There were numerous changes that he began to create, and two things happened. One, the morale began to skyrocket. Everybody's like, we like this captain. He's asking us, he's giving us voice, and he's applying some of the solutions that we're giving. I think it wasn't more than 24 months. It went from the worst performing ship in the Navy to the best performing ship in the Navy. At the end of the day, what will I bring to your event? Number one, fresh ideas, insights, and innovations. Number two, an entertainment factor. And number three, inspiring leaders at every single level. Innovative leaders make variety a habit. Learn to create space for creativity. Respectfully break things. Celebrate smart failures. If you want to innovate, first, take a hard look at yourself and be flexible about making changes.